Have you found your purpose in life? If so, please tell us. This is Now Tell Us, and I'm your host, Anthony Moirore. At Now Tell Us, we always have guests come and tell us stories. They come and inspire us, they come and educate us on a topic. And today we have a guest who is going to tell us just one of those things. He's going to tell us about the three keys to living your life purpose. His name is Bill Heinrich, and he's going to be here shortly. Let me remind you, if you share this episode, you'll be more than happy with all your friends. Share it everywhere, and follow us wherever it is that you're watching us from. If it's from YouTube, subscribe to our channel. If it's on Facebook, follow us, and we will appreciate. Now, without taking one more minute, I'm gonna go and meet Bill, and I'm inviting you to go with me to meet our guest today. Are you ready? Here we go. Hi, Bill.
Hi, how are you, Anthony? Thank you for having me on the show.
Yeah, thank you for coming to the show, and I appreciate you.
Thank
We
you.
we all do. At Now Tell Us, we always appreciate our guests, and so feel welcome and tell us everything you want to. Yeah. So, if we may start by knowing where it is in the world that you are.
I'm located in California in the United States,
Mm-hmm.
and I live full time in a recreational vehicle, so I travel around the U.S. all year.
Wow, that's cool. All year round?
I've been doing it 3.5 years now.
Wow, that's interesting. How is it going all over the? How many states have you covered? I'm just curious to know. Do you count?
Uh,
Do you keep the score?
well, since I've been on the road, um, I've been to every state, not with the RV, uh, but I've been cross country 3 times. I'm headed back from California to New England, New York next week.
Okay, that's cool. So, what is it that you do as you're moving around here and there? Exactly. What exactly?
you know, almost 30 years ago, I was
Mhm.
so miserable
Yeah.
that I walked away from my life
Okay.
because I needed to find the source of my misery, and I was miserable. I mean, I can go into misery, but that isn't what the show's about. What
Mm-hmm.
it's about is I just became completely committed to find out why I was miserable. And so almost 30 years now I've been researching this and I've uncovered so many amazing things. It's completely changed my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been coaching and working with CEOs, executives, business owners all around the world for
Mm-hmm.
15 years now, teaching them what I've learned, and it changes their whole life. It shows them that you can have both extreme happiness and extreme success. They are possible.
Mm, that's good. And you.
However,
Mm-hmm. However.
you can't get them the way you think you'd be able to.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a different perception. It takes more of a broader understanding of what life is about. Okay.
Okay.
And so the first thing with life purpose, and I've been doing this again 15 years uh, with tremendous success with people.
Mm-hmm.
Your life purpose, Anthony, is not what you do.
Mm-hmm.
It's not what you do.
What is it?
It's it's the energy that you do everything with.
Wow. Uh-huh. The energy that you do everything with
Do you get the difference?
is not what you do, it's the energy.
Right.
Uh-huh. Go on.
You're let you're letting that sink in.
Yes, I'm
It's
letting that thing. Yeah.
because tell me if you've ever heard this saying. People will never remember what you said, but they'll always remember how you made them feel.
I've had that. I've had that.
Let me say that again. People will never remember what you said, but they'll always remember how you made them feel.
Mm-hmm.
Which one is energy? How they feel.
The feel is the energy.
Right. So your purpose is the energy. You see, where everyone gets lost is we get stuck living life. We're here in life and we learn how to survive in life, how to find a way to make money, have a career, how to get by, how to have a place to live, food, water, shelter, for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not we get stuck focused living earth, but the real key is living from our heart energetically and connecting to all the energy in the universe.
Mm-hmm.
Because here on earth, first of all, we're only here for a very short period of time.
Yeah.
And I don't know where we came from. I don't know where we're going, but I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the universe is at this point infinite, and the universe runs everything.
Mm-hmm.
Earth isn't even a speck of dust when you look at the universe. You can't even find it.
Yeah.
And everything in the universe runs on a vibration, it runs on energy.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you really want to live a happy life, you need to learn to connect with energy and to
Mm-hmm.
understand your energy, because your energy and how you feel is the real fabric of life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I ask you about a very special time in your life, name a time in your life that's so special to you, you're going to go to a moment that you remember because it's how it made you feel.
Yeah.
You'll go to the feeling first and then you'll tell me the story,
Mm-hmm.
right? Do you see
Mm-hmm.
that?
Mm-hmm.
So, if that's the case, then here's the truth. We we are here on earth living life, and we are here to learn lessons. There are 38 different life lesson paths that one could be on. Everybody's got life lessons. There's absolutely. And what that means is you have a huge blind spot because of the lessons you're here to learn. Number one, you're focused on just living on earth and surviving and doing what everybody's telling you to do and behaving so you get along with everybody and you don't get in trouble. This is the way we're raised, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you lose your individuality
Mm-hmm.
because you're made to conform.
Mm-hmm.
Yet we're all different. And the difference in us, Anthony, is energetic. Oh, we look different, but it's the energy.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about the energy. So here we are in survival with life lessons, and we have this very, very, very narrow view of life. And it's all focused on how I can get more money, more of this, more material goods. Okay. But not happiness, because you can't get happiness outside of you.
Okay.
You can only get it from the inside.
Mm. That's that good.
And
Uh-huh. So
go ahead.
asking, because now someone who's listening or watching is wondering to himself or herself that I can get happiness from all around me. And things are happening that could be negative. Things like what we have just come out of. I believe in every place they are just about off it. Like we were inside, confined for 2 good years. Everybody was not allowed to go. Some lost relatives, some lost jobs, some were going into depression, and everything was. You can't imagine how many people went through some very tough times. And
So
I still find the happiness from it, even when things are happening around me.
listen to this.
Hmm.
I didn't go through any of that
How?
because I'm not confined by what's happening outside of me.
Okay.
I'm never confined. What happened with COVID is no different than the way our lives are all the time. We're
Mm.
allowing external circumstances to run our life.
Hmm.
I don't allow that.
Okay.
I don't allow that.
Hmm.
So, COVID, oh, yes, there was quarantine. Was it good? No. But the truth of the matter, if you're connected to the non physical, and by non physical, if you're connected with your heart, I'm in mastermind groups, and during COVID, everybody was pivoting. That was the big word during COVID. I'm going
That's
to pivot, right?
that's the first
Right?
time I had it
Okay.
applied in what
Right.
I do.
Right.
Uh-huh.
You know what word, but do you know what word I used?
What did you use?
Pause.
Pause.
Just sit.
Hmm.
We're human beings. We are not human doing.
Okay.
Being. Being the energy. But I have no limitations of attracting opportunity to me, regardless of what's happening in the physical environment, because my internal self is operating on that wavelength.
Hmm.
I'm not immune to what's happening around me. I'm not immune to going into reaction. I just don't stay there. I go, oh, this is not a place I choose to be. You want to argue and be angry, go for it. You're not going to do it with me. If you want to have a conversation, we can talk. Otherwise, have a nice day. I'm just I don't get caught up in that because I understand where I end, which is on my skin, and the rest of the world begins.
Hmm.
And the world is doing its thing, and I don't base my happiness off from that. I base my happiness off my ability to be of service from a place of love for the benefit of all involved.
Mm.
Period.
Mm. And how do I do I attain that? How do you, starting from the word go and finding, because now you've described what purpose is, and how do I just begin to realize or go into that state and be confidently, easily going to that state?
Well, that it's a great question. It takes there's a number of ways to do it, Anthony. First of all, every one of us is here on that journey.
Hmm.
We're just at different stages, different places on our journey
Yeah.
of our purpose.
Hmm.
It's a it's a process of self-discovery. And what I've done in the last 30 years is uncovered the tools and the resources that allow one to get there as the fastest way possible and to stay there.
Hmm.
Not, this isn't, you get all motivated and excited, and then 2 weeks later, you're back to normal. No, no, this is boom, your life changes, right? But the beautiful thing about it is, it's you. What you're getting is 100% of you. You're not getting what I think you should do. You're not getting what somebody else says you are. You're getting you, and you'll
Mm-hmm.
know it. And the only way you're going to know it is because of energy.
Okay.
So I have programs that can help people get there very fast. If you have an interest, uh, you go to speaktobill.com and do a 20-minute clarity session. If you're doing it on your own, what you have to do is follow your feelings, because every feeling has a story attached to it. You can't have an emotion without a story.
Mm.
And your emotions are what create your energy.
Mm-hmm.
If your energy and your emotions are anger and hate, you're not operating at a very high vibration. It certainly isn't a vibration that attracts others.
Mm.
If you're coming from a place of love and connecting authentically, not abandoning yourself, not trying to people please, take care of people, but doing it just really authentically, it's a magnet. People love it. And the reason they love it is because of the nature of the energy involved with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very attractive energy.
Mm.
You've probably noticed this already with me, that how attractive the energy is.
Mm-hmm.
The reason is because you have the same energy.
Yeah.
We just have different proportions of it.
Okay.
And when you connect energetically with somebody, you connect authentically. When you connect with from your head, you're just telling stories.
Mm-hmm.
And the stories probably aren't even true. They're just what you think they are. But the boundaries of our ignorance, Anthony, are so narrow living on earth. Have an open mind, start listening, and all of the information will come to you if you open yourself to it. Or you can get in touch with me through truelifepurposenow.com is my website if you want to get in a program and get there quick. But we're all here on that path.
Okay.
And there's so much to share, you know, like, are you familiar with chakras?
Sure.
We have 7 chakras.
No, no, I'm not familiar.
But we have 7 chakras, energy centers in our body.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
it's this is I mean, it's proven. This is proven. It starts at the root, which is the crown, and goes all up from the root up to the crown chakra here. These are all energy centers. And these energy centers is where the energy of your purpose flows through you.
Mm-hmm.
So when I work with people and I connect them with their purpose, they don't know it, they feel it.
They feel it.
That's when you know it's true.
Yeah.
Like, you've heard concepts, but you've also had ideas where you had that gut feeling, you could feel it was true. Have you ever experienced that?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. See, that gut feeling, that's pure truth.
Okay.
Anything coming from here, anything coming from your head is just logic. It's
Okay.
logic and trying to protect yourself, and the ego's involved.
Mm.
You see
Okay.
the difference between the two?
I see the difference. Now, we talked about what is happening around and how it affects you, how you get to live on your purpose despite whatever it is that is happening around. And then I have this question: that which was happening around were things that maybe were not directly um, aimed at you. I mean, and this is where I'm going. Um, this is something that happened naturally. It is like the natural calamities and things like that. But when we come closer to your body, closer to your environment, someone who is coming against this is someone who is living maybe he's not living his purpose. Maybe he's living his purpose. I don't know. And he attacks you, maybe either verbally, either physically. How do you deal with this? Now it's not
Well,
something that is happening naturally out there.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, everything I discuss is about energy. So
Yeah.
I don't get into if you're attacked physically.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, that's a situation that needs to be addressed instantly,
Okay.
right? However, everybody has opinions and everybody has negative opinions.
Mm.
And judgment, blame, shame, and guilt are three things that are a big part of most everybody's life.
Okay.
Now, the only way that you can judge someone else, the only way you can do that is because you hate that about yourself.
That's one of the things you repeat again.
When you judge someone else, you are judging yourself.
Oh, okay. When I judge someone else, I'm judging myself. Maybe make that one more clearer to us.
You, when you're at peace and understanding and coming from a place of love with yourself,
Mm-hmm.
you have a different perception of the world. I used to be angry.
Okay.
I didn't know I was angry, but I was angry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not angry anymore
At all.
because I was, huh?
At all. You're never angry, even when someone does wrong to you.
No one can do wrong to me.
Oh, okay.
I won't allow it. It means nothing to me. They're talking about themselves.
Hmm.
And this is not someone I even want in my life.
Ah.
I wouldn't tolerate it.
So when someone is talking about
Let me give
being,
you an example. I'll
yeah,
give you an
please,
example.
please.
Yesterday, I was in a meeting with somebody that we're developing a very high level course on wealth. Okay.
Okay.
And anyway, the other person, we were getting some graphics done, and the other person was complaining about the graphics and making comparison of, wow, for what we've paid and what this is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I just said, stop. Your comment tells me that you're telling you can get this done better for less money. So I'm turning this project over to you.
Okay.
Well, what do you mean? I said, I'm turning it's yours. I'm done.
Just like that?
Yeah. And it will wait. I don't want it. I said, well, you're sitting there telling me that what I've gotten completed by an outside vendor has cost too much money and you can get it done better for less. So you either take this project or you never make another comment like that to me again. Because I'm going to get the project done. I'm not as concerned about cost and I'm not going to judge it. Okay, I will never say another word. It's perfect.
So maybe that's something that we need more clarity on. Maybe.
That's exactly it. I wouldn't tolerate that for 1 second. And this is a person I've been working with for a couple of years. It was just boom. If you're going to be in that position, I'm in this position. And my position is much clearer than yours because I'm giving you this whole thing.
So
Yeah, I'm done.
wouldn't we want to cut costs on yeah, reduce the
Because 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 it's so ingrained, and people just come from this place of judgment and these little things where we feel less than and we can do this. It's just the way we've been, really raised.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has stories inside of them, and they don't have the capacity to let go of those stories and just be present to what we're doing, other things into them.
And this is where I ask this question. Now I'm going through a project and I've been given a quote that is higher than I can reach. How do I act on that? How do I react? How do I come to level to that level, that quote that I've been asked?
It's more than you can spend.
Yeah.
You went out for a quote and the quotes came back and they're more than you wanted to spend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, you've either got to change the way you're going to do the project, get more money, or don't do it. Which one are you going to choose?
Okay.
You've got three choices, right?
Mm-hmm. Three choices.
So, depending upon your commitment to the project and your clarity and your understanding will determine which direction you're going to go.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So for those people who are joining us now, we are with Bill Heinrich, and we are talking about the 3 keys to living your life purpose. And it's been some good time here. Now ask Bill to kind of sum it up. Give us those 3 keys, and we'll end the show. And
to live your life purpose, number one, excuse me, number one, you have to look at whether you're thriving or surviving.
Mm-hmm.
Are you fixed living in the physical, or are you focused on self-realization and self-improvement?
Mm-hmm.
Because when you have self-realization and you learn more about yourself, it's much easier to integrate with what's going on in the world.
Mm-hmm.
When you don't know yourself, you're being controlled by the world. All of your power, so that's number one, surviving or thriving. Number two, all of your power and all of your potential is inside you. It's in the non-physical, and the way you access it is not with your head. People talk about mindset. Mindset does not work. You have to use your energy. And the way you get to your energy is how you look at things and the energetic place you come from. You either come from a place of service or you come from a place of moving towards resistance. You're either there to be of service and for the benefit of all involved, or you're holding to your opinion and protecting. And this is what people do in life, and that guarantees suffering. Everybody's different. Let everybody be different. Rejoice in the fact that we're each different. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna let Anthony be Anthony. Because here he is, the beautiful man. The third thing is we live in 2 dimensions. There's a physical dimension, the life you're living, and there's a non-physical, and that's your inner game, and your heart is connected to that whole vibration world. Learn more about it. There's no limitation there. There's only, the universe is only about organic expansion with a vibration. That's it. The universe doesn't use any logic, thought. It's just a vibration. So if you want to manifest something, create the vibration and it manifests.
Okay. You heard it from Bio. Manifest. Yeah, so it's a wonderful thing that we've had you on our show today. We really appreciate you coming. And thank you for everything that you've told us on this show because we are
Thank,
coming to the end of the show.
thank you for having me.
Yeah. But before we go, as always, we will ask you to leave us with a few words which we should always remember. Coming from Bill, which are they?
Well, you know, clarity is very important. In fact, I have a free book for everyone. It's called Clarity Has No Story.
Mm-hmm.
Clarity has no story. And you can go to myfreebook.me, M-E, and get it. And it's all about the language you use. The language creates your life. And what happens now is everyone's living from the stories within themselves, and those stories are controlling their life.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's creating energy that makes you suffer. I'm writing a new story in this moment all the time. The old stories for me are dead, they're gone. I'm going to write a whole new story. That's the way I live my life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't let those old stories control me any longer.
Okay. Not old stories should control you any longer. Those are the words coming from Bill, and we are grateful for him coming. This has been Now Tell Us. I have been your host, Anthony Mwerore, and together with our guest today, who is Bill Heinrich, we are saying bye for now. Live your purpose, and bye. Thank you, Bill.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.